So the Attorney General for North Carolina, Josh Stein, actually filed 8 lawsuits against 8 particular e-liquid manufacturer slash hardware, mainly e-liquid. Um, and one of my favorite all-time #1 spot e-liquid company, Beard Vape Company, actually got sued, which is rather sad, but it's how the cookie crumbles. So this comes out of the North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein's the website. Attorney General Josh Stein files lawsuits against 8 e-cigarette companies. Here's the guy. So it says Attorney General Josh Stein today announced that he filed lawsuits against 8 e-cigarette companies: Beard Vape, Direct E-Liquid, Electric Lotus, Electric Tobacconist, Eon Smoke, Juice Man, Tinted Brew, and Vape Company. I mean, these guys here, they have 2 lawsuits pending right now. One is an actual RICO statute lawsuit. Electric Lotus, I've had them before in the past, over, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago. And they're really good stuff. That's really good stuff. And now my beloved Beard Vape Company got nailed. Anyway, so I'm going to share the lawsuits with you. I won't go over all of them, but I'll just show you a little bit of them. 1 second. So this one is against Tinted Brew Liquid Company. Complaint and motions for temporary restraining order, preliminary injunction, jury trial demanded. This jury trial probably never happened, but they'll probably settle. And this is pretty much, it's all the same except the plaintiff's names change. So basically what it is plaintiff, the state of North Carolina, by and through its Attorney General, Joshua H. Stein, brings this action against defendant Tinted Brew Liquid Company, LLC, pursuant to the North Carolina Unfair and Deceptive Trade Practices Act for marketing and selling e-cigarette products designed to appeal to youth to North Carolina consumers. So this is strictly for North Carolina, okay? This can certainly spill over to other states, so other attorney generals do so. I believe I just did a video, I think it was Massachusetts, I think. I'd also went after Jewel, actually. But this just pertains to North Carolina. And like Beard Vape Company, they have to be very careful how they sell their products to North Carolinians. Anyway, the state seeks to ensure that these tobacco products are not unlawfully marketed and sold to minors. So let me pause this to get to the gist of it. So what they're asking for as relief is issue a temporary restraining order enjoining Tinted Brew, meaning when it says enjoining, it says it mainly means preventing or stopping. It's officers, directors, employees, and agents, and all those acting in concert with them, which can certainly include other retail websites, from offering, selling, delivering, or in any manner providing e-cigarette products within this state. Preliminary and permanently enjoin Tinted Brew, its officers, and others as appropriate, award civil penalties so the state gets money, and discourage any of the profits. Going to take the profits from its unfair or deceptive acts and practices to the state. So any monies that they have made, the state of Carolina receives in regards to selling within the state of North Carolina, that any e-liquids that were unfair or deceptive acts or practices. Of course, attorney's fees and anything the court deems appropriate. And then, of course, this Beard Vape Company, it repeats the same thing. They just put, they put the defendant's name in there, is all they do. Is basically, some things change. It's out of Texas, but they're well, I mean, okay, they're not necessarily importing beer vape company because they're based in Texas. They're not importing into North Carolina. That's not the right term, but they're selling products across state lines into the state of North Carolina, and they mainly went after the one. Actually, they went after the other ones, but mainly the one. I have all of their products. It's a shame. It's all basically the same as the other complaint. There's really no difference. And then they even got the salts in here, and it's mainly because cinnamon funnel cake, which is yummy, yummy, yummy. This is a good one. The peach one. Their strawberry cheesecake, I never cared for it, but cinnamon funnel cake. It's not very, you know, youth appealing on the label, but this labeling of the product like this, if they maybe called it CFC, okay, maybe they can get away with it. But saying cinnamon funnel cake, that's very appealing to kids. So that's always how their old bottles always look like. And then you have this electric tobacconist, and it's made in the bad drips, the Savage E liquid. These are mainly nicotine salts. I'm actually vaping on a Beard Vape Company e liquid called number 24. It's a caramel salt malted milk e liquid. It's really good. Sea salt caramel malt. One of my favorites, actually. Anyway, so I just want to give you the basic idea of what's going on here. Don't want this video to go too long. So they're doing the French toast, and I never had their products before, but going after dinner lady. Sure, the pictures are the main things. Showing how they advertise. This is after vape company distribution. Yeah. So they're going after I love cookies. They're going after that because they're appealing to the youth. And it is against North Carolina's state laws. It is against how they're advertising. It's mainly their advertising. This has to do with rather than the product itself. It's mainly their advertising and marketing is what they're going after. And even though these labels are not like child appealing like you find in Vape and Legion Network or Envy or Network, they still have these types of like cinnamon funnel cake. That's very appealing to, someone's 15-year-old sees cinnamon funnel cake by Beard Vape Company. They're going to be like, wow, that looks yummy. Things of that nature, they have to be very careful on. As far as North Carolina law, and most of these states are the same way. See, you got apple juice boxes, graham cracker, bubble gum, popsicle flavors. These are what they're after. The juice box, that's what the FDA went after. You got Reds, a few other ones in here. And then Juice Man. I never had their products, but they've been going after by the FDA already. So you got Nick Salts are going after. Snowman. See. Of course, this is all black and white, but when it's shown to the court, it's colorized. Sure. Some popcorn. I've had that. That wasn't too bad. I think I have the e-liquid review on this channel. Gorilla Guts, Madman. This is old Juice Man stuff. So these states are going after all this stuff, you know. Then you have Direct E-Liquid. Never even heard of them before. Some of the e-liquids are going after. I've seen the fruit roll-ups, Swedish Fish, Candy King. And Candy King, they had to actually change their labels with the FDA, but they still got nailed in the Warheads, Vape Head. They're still going after them. Bazooka, Gush. See, this is all bad, deceptive marketing products, you know, and or practices. And Chill, Jam Monster. I mean, they went after. This is a slew in this one. Butterbeer. I never had that. I always wanted to try that out, but I never had it. They have little cartoons and stuff. Eon Smoke, they got nailed. I believe it's Massachusetts that nailed them. And it was a RICO statute yet. Now they got nailed by the North Carolina. And it's also hardware. It's not just e-liquids with them, it's hardware with them as well. But they're also showing the e-liquids in here. Seeing them being sort of cartoonishy. State laws are much different. You understand it? It's done differently than the FDA has. FTC can go after them for these kinds of practices, but not the FDA. Even though the FDA could initialize the investigation, the FTC is the ones actually going to file. But when it comes to states, it depends on the state laws. See, there's that Donnie Smokes guy again. He was in the other lawsuit, the RICO statute lawsuit. And Electric Lotus, which is a very old company, by the way. They're very old. Kellogg's Rice Krispies. I love their e-liquids. So they bring any other pictures up. Cereal Treats Crunch. See, I didn't even know they put out these things. Because they always had very nice labels on their stuff, you know. Apparently they have changed. You know, all this stuff here, melon drops. Then you go into Snapchat and Instagram, see all this stuff. Yeah. So anyway, my beloved Beard Vape Company, I tell you, they got nailed. You would never think it, but they thunk it, and that's the way it is. Anyway, I just want to, give you up to date on information out there that's going on. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Bye bye.